Good day all, welcome back to Cruisin Classics YouTube channel. Today we have for you a 1963 American Rambler 440 convertible. A really cute little drop top car with a lot of style. This is actually the same car that the family in the TV show Third Rock from the Sun drove around in. Same color combo, and we actually have a poster, framed poster, showing them in said car in the back seat. I'll show it to you in a minute. Let's start out up front. It is Briarcliff red and frost white. It's original colors. It is a respray. It is driver quality paint, and we'll touch on paint flaws. It's hard to capture all of it, but you can see there's little spots here and there. But overall, I mean, when you look at it from a couple feet away, it's bright red and looks pretty. That signature R for Rambler appears in a bunch of places on the car. And that's a pretty nice little hood spear. Chrome grille, kind of a trapezoid shape with vertical bars. Looks good, especially at the top with the Rambler. But down on the bottom, you can see where it's starting to pit a little bit. The headlights, bright bezels, look good. Front bumper, a pretty fair amount of pitting. It's not an old rusty bumper, but it doesn't look great. It probably ought to get re-chromed or replaced if you wanted to have it be a show car. But this is a hop in and drive it as it is car. Very much so. It's ready to rock and roll. I'll get into a bunch of the engine details in a minute, but suffice it to say, everything's been sorted out really well in the last couple years on this car. It's a nice driver. We have chosen to put the top down for the sake of the video. I mentioned in the description of the car that the top does have a rip in it. We show photographs of it, so please take a look at our website listing, look at the photos. You see there's about a 6-inch tear on the exterior on the passenger side of the top. The top motor is weak, though it does work, and it takes 2 people to get that top down and stowed away. It's not the easiest thing, and we're just being upfront about that. If it was me, I'd probably never have the top up on the car, and I'd just drive it top down like this. The boot cover's in really good condition, fits well, snaps down well. Like almost every snap is snapped. I think only one over on the other side we were unable to snap, but everything snaps down, so it's secure. And it's just a great look for the car to have that top down. It's a summer fun car. It's a go to the beach car, go to the lake car. Nice wheel and tire treatment. They've just got factory painted steel wheels with OEM hubcaps. You can see, well, it's upside down on this one, but that signature Rambler R in the middle looks really cool with some thin white line radial tires. You'll see in a couple places on the car we've got this American script badging that's in pretty good condition. Bright body molding that kind of accents that beautiful strip that rounds the whole car and comes back up to the other side at the front in a tip as well. Dual chrome side mirrors, bright window trim, vent windows. All the windows roll up and down as they should. Cool door handles. Actually, the release is underneath it there. It's pretty cool. The door locks do not work, but the trunk lock does. But again, I'd be driving it as a convertible, so why would you lock the doors? Just take your belongings with you or put them in the trunk. You can see that white band wraps all the way around the back. Looks really cool. Rear bumper in better shape than the front bumper. It's still not perfect, but it does look better. Significantly less pitting and wear. You can see it's got 440 badging. Some nice round tail lights to kind of mimic what's going on up front with the headlights. Rambler badging. And the trunk. Real quickly over here, I'll show you this. This is a demerit. That's a nice sized chunk of paint out, and I don't know why they've taped over that, but you can see. It's not very big. Here's a hand by way of contrast size, but it is there. Let's take a look in the trunk. There are a couple interesting things in there I'm going to want to show you. All right, we have a full spare. We have a car cover, factory style jack tucked over here. A box of parts that have come off the car over time. And down here, nice set of floor mats, done in vinyl and carpet mix. 2 owner's manuals, both for same car, very cool. And we've got a folder full of receipts, another packet full of paperwork that's been with the car for years, and a brochure and a shop manual. All awesome stuff to have along with a car like this. And you can see here that the last owner knew this car as Ruby the Rambler, which is pretty cool. Make sure I've got my key before I shut that trunk. All right. Passenger side of the car looks a lot like the driver's side of the car. Similar paint condition. You'll find chips, touch-ups, little nicks here and there. It's a driver car. You are not going to break the bank on this one though. It's an affordable, fun little summer cruiser. You can take the grandkids to get ice cream in. You can zip around town. You can go to the beach, go to a car show. You won't see many of these at car shows. Here's that framed poster I was telling you about. You can see John Lithgow in the front seat. And look, even the same kind of wheel and tire treatment. Very, very cool. I think that car was 1 year off from this one, but it was the same design during that whole period. Now that we're back up front, I'm going to pause briefly. We're going to pop the hood, talk about what's hiding inside. We're back underneath the hood of the 1963 American Rambler 440 convertible. And we've got a nice presentable engine bay. Not the best paint on the red, but it is red, it is body color, and it looks decent enough. What we've got here is a 196 cubic inch, 6-cylinder inline engine. And the block's been painted black. It looks really sharp, really tidy. It has been out of the car because in 2023, the engine was rebuilt, along with a lot of other upgrades that happened around that time. New front drums, new wheel cylinders all around, new clutch, resurfaced the flywheel, new water and fuel pumps. A lot of money got spent on this car in the last couple years to get it into the good shape it is today. Even a new Holley carburetor. Little single barrel unit there. Nice chrome air cleaner on top. Valve cover dress up in orange. New distributor, new plug wires. You can see over here we got a dual reservoir for those brakes. So a lot's been done under the hood, and this car is really well sorted out. And a nice presentation overall. For a car in this price category, that is a heck of an under the hood view. Nice and clean. Looks very good. Cast manifolds, single exhaust, newer muffler. The muffler's been done within the last couple years on the car as well. This inline 6 has made it up to a 3-speed, 3 on the tree manual transmission. For those who don't know how to shift one, it is really, really easy to do. If you know how to shift a regular manual car, you'll figure it out in about 5 minutes and you'll be on your way. Interior looks really nice. These door panels look so nice. In fact, I think they've probably been redone. But these look like they haven't. Looks like we've got a little bit of age on the handles, maybe. Maybe the whole panel's original. They sure do look nice. The hardware on them shows a little bit of pitting, but it does look like OEM hardware too. The hook and loop carpet could look a little nicer. It looks like it's showing some age and some sun bleaching. But again, with those floor mats that are in the trunk down, they'll look a lot better. Seats, look pretty original. I would imagine that those might actually be the original seats to the car. Nice chrome bases on them, little edge strips, and some discoloration on this one and some wear down at the bottom, but no breaks, no splits, no tears. Passenger seat looks even nicer. Lacks a lot of those wear marks you saw on the driver's side. And back here, back seat looks nice too. Here, let me move that just so you can see we're not hiding something with it. Let's hop on in. Seats are comfortable. It's a fun little car inside. I like the style of the dash, the way you've got the lowered center section and a hump on the driver and passenger side. You can see we've got another one of those American script badges on the glove box. Glove box is real simple. Got your mandatory 1960s tissue dispenser, again with that cool R logo. In the center of the dash, we've got a non-working AM push-button radio. It just makes a bunch of noise when you turn it on. It doesn't do anything. And it plays through this speaker, which is loud, making the noise that comes out of the radio, but can't get music or anything out of it. Somebody has affixed a watch face, it seems, or some kind of little clock onto here. This is not a factory clock, but it does work. It keeps time, and it's nice to have. Beside it, you've got a lighter to the left, ashtray to the right. Real basic. There's your ignition in the dash, and you can see the red paint there. There's some other areas where you can see red paint. The dash used to be red, obviously, and they've repainted it black. I feel the same about the steering column when I look at it. Here is our speedometer, and that 59,476 miles, according to the title, is actual miles on this car. And looking at the car, I'd believe that. Got a temp gauge, a gen light, and over here a fuel gauge and an oil light. Fuel gauge works, temp gauge works. Don't know about the gen and the oil lights. The blower does work, heater works, wipers do not work. They're vacuum operated. The previous owner of the car had tried to get them fixed and was unable. I don't think they just took it to the right shop who knew how to do it. Here you can see the top switch, and you can see a little bit of red behind it too from when the dash was red at some point. Steering wheel, it's done in black, but I believe it was once red too. You can see it's got some patina on it, if you will, and some pitting on the horn ring. Another cool Rambler R. Horn ring does work, works just fine. Down in the center, we've got a real nice console. This is locked, and we don't have a key to open it, so we don't know what's in there. We're guessing nothing. This is just a nice little aftermarket cup holder somebody made to put in here. Handy dandy. Looks good. Matches the color of the fabric. All right, well, let's go ahead and start this Rambler up. Just that easy. See, it was a nice cold start. This car just hums along. Let me make sure I'm in neutral here. Again, it is a 3 on the tree car. I'll show you what the radio does. Nobody wants to hear that. Again, ashtray, lighter, clock. Simple, basic. It's meant to go have fun in. Top down, wind in your hair. And you can hear it's peppy. That little 6-cylinder doesn't have a lot of car to move here. This car doesn't weigh a lot. And it's not a fast car, but it would be fun to drive cruising around. You could drive it on the freeway, that's for sure. Let's give that engine a listen. like a kitten. Folks, if you got any questions about this 1963 Rambler 440 convertible, give us a call. Here at Cruisin Classics in Columbus, our number is 614-276-7355. We can help you get it transported from our garage to your garage in an enclosed carrier. We can set you up with companies that handle financing on these older vehicles, and we're here to answer your questions. Remember to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell. We appreciate all of you watching today. We'll be back again tomorrow with something else cool.